talking about the mating manual. We are talking about the monster manual. But no. No. So this is an encounter book. And by the way, I've noticed a performance dip. So if y'all want to see the stream and stuff like that, y'all got to hop on either TikTok or the YouTube live stream, just because like my performance fucking tanks whenever I'm doing all three. The the wiener. What are you talking about? The wiener. There is no wiener copter. I'm wearing short shorts. What do you expect, homie? You don't get to see the wiener copter, okay? It's not appropriate here. Not while I'm streaming. That's gonna be on my OnlyFans. There will no. There's no Thanos copter. Somebody lied to you. Uh, no. Uh, I hate to say there is no Thanos copter. So what? The Thanos copter? Ooh. That none, because that's not a thing. Yeah, that would be the end of me. Disney would be like, "Oh, okay, you want to play this game, little boy? We'll see how much you like it." No, no, not at all. This is me. This is my copter. Listen to me. Okay, there we go. So, okay, everything should be working. Let's see. I've got the good God. I've got the TikTok chat open. I've got the YouTube chat eventually maybe open. Where the fucking is the chat box for this damn thing? Ooh. Okay, so we're going to be specifically working on the goblins today. And I'm going to proceed with the that no. Absolutely. Nope. Yeah, I don't want it. So I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these creatures just because I realize that they probably want to see more of the traditional stuff. So I'm not gonna include the succubus in this one. I'm gonna include the gobos instead. So so succubus and incubus make brimborn. So I'm sorry. So if a succubus and incubus mate, they make a succubus or an incubus. But if they mate with any mortal, it will give them a brimborn. And if they mate with another devil, it will give them another succubus or incubus. So let's see. I want to swap out this picture. What did you learn? Oh, well, good. That's us. Are you sure you just didn't unfollow me? The Thunderdome, where all suffering is free. All right, so we're gonna do these guys. Like, oh, so Birdie Winters says, let me. Oh, hi, Birdie Winters. I'm here to watch you all. The Magic Doctor's like, we all watch you. And then Birdie's like, watch the insanity. There's no insanity tonight. I can tell you that right now. No, no, no. Okay. So the cursed mannequin is saying the abomination from your dungeon says. Blah, 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 blah. That's how I'm interpreting that. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, by the way. Uh, so so there was an amazing idea that Grunge had the other day. I don't know if you guys were here. Oh, I'm good at pronunciation. Okay, we should know this. So the idea was we're actually gonna have 2 pages for every monster essentially. The first page is basically gonna be their battle statistics and like their main picture and a little bit of lore about them, like the summary. And then it's gonna talk about combat styles on the second page, and then lore on the second page as well. So maybe I think that would be a really good thing for like another manual. You can eat almost anything. And Birdie, thank you. Uh, I mean, you can toss a salad or two. So, goblins are one of the most tragic creatures within the world. Period. A prime example of what happens when greed makes a problem for the entire world to deal with. Period. Yes. There are creatures that do actually end up like causing different effects if you eat them. Like, for example, you cannot eat a dwarf. And what up, Psycho Killer? Because no, I mean, there are fungi people in the network and stuff like that. And then there are certain like fae that you can eat that will give you psychedelic of like effects, which isn't surprising considering fairies are basically using magical components. Whereas the warg, well, unfortunately, we're working on the monster manual, and I'm not including the base races in this one because that is going to expand the listing because I'm trying to give a well-rounded amount. But if we get the full monster manual funded, I want to actually include base races as if you are going to encounter them as like groups, like not something you're going to find one-on-one and like roles that they would normally play in adventurers or as enemies. So many believe that goblins are nature's way of getting revenge on the elves and orcs for their crimes against all mortals. Period. Now all must suffer the savage. The goblins. So, well, I mean, chicken. All I'm saying is that chicken tastes amazing. I'm just gonna throw that there. So let's see. Goblins are one of the most tragic creatures within the world. Many believe that goblins are nature's way of getting revenge on the elves and orcs for their crimes against humanity or mortals. Now all must suffer the savagery of the goblins. Okay, cool. So one of the things, if you guys don't know, that I'm going to be doing different about this monster manual is the fact that I appreciate the like. But here's the cool thing. I'm getting rid of challenge rating. I'm getting rid of the challenge ratings because I don't like how it's a crutch and an excuse for DMs. And it also allows the, like, it doesn't really give direction for how interaction should go. So for example, I'm replacing the challenge rating with combat styles. So I'm giving specific instructions on how this race will behave and engage in combat. That way the DM has the knowledge and the ability to cherry pick what combat style would be appropriate for that encounter versus all goblins just swarm, all kobolds just swarm. Anytime you have like a large bandit gang, they swarm. Because I feel like a lot of encounters just kind of boil down to the same type of encounters with different hit points and different creature names. That is not a fate. That is a goat girl eating a fairy with cake. Yeah, it is thick. That fairy is thick as fuck, boys. Okay, so combat styles. If a goblin is, if a goblin is encountered solo, ah, damn it. No. If a goblin is encountered alone, if a goblin is encountered alone, it will try to retreat. If it outnumbers the target, I'm trying to, it is, if it is outnumbered, comma, but if it is a one-on-one encounter, the goblin will choose to attack. Period. Preferably, the goblin will try to ambush the creature, comma. However, if cornered, it will fight until it dies. If a group of goblins encounter prey that they outnumber while traveling around, they will try to flank the target, comma, while using ranged weapons such as bows and spears to suppress the movement of the target or group, period. If the goblins encounter a magic user, comma, they will prioritize the magic user, period. If the goblin have advanced notice that the target is approaching, they will do their best to set up traps, such as using drop nets with tripwires, comma, and other simple traps. Period. They are also known to hide in trees above roads and drop gum sap on the targets to slow their movements, comma, then bombard them with ranged attacks while their strongest combatants move in for close quarters combat. Period. Yeah. Combat style. No Striga Goblin. So we're going to do this. No Striga Goblin. Yo, what are you guys up to today? Okay, so so we're gonna say scouting groups. So this is not the final layout. Like, this is just a base for me right now, so I can understand kind of what all information I want in. Let's see. The goblins. Scouting with notice. Ambush with notice. Okay, there we go. Fix that. So we're going to also have this one, goblins in lair. Goblins in lair. Goblins will usually bunker down in caves, comma, but they will also make homes out of large abandoned facilities such as mansions and factories, period. One could usually expect to see several goblins guarding each entrance. Let's say that several is probably, so 2 to 4. So 2 to 4 goblins guarding each entrance. There is a goblin or two that are specifically placed deeper inside their lair. Okay, I don't like that. Goblin carries a way of communication such as a horn, comma, a whistle, comma, or something loud to enable them to alert the others should something happen. Period. Inside the cave is usually a secondary guard that are on standby in case something does happen, comma. This inner guard usually consists of goblins. Period. This is also where intruders could expect to encounter traps such as pit traps, comma, poison darts, comma, and other basic poisons using tripwire mechanisms, period. If the outer guard is encountered and an alert is given, the inner guard is prepped and ready, period. And should the inner guard spot the intruders, comma, they will immediately send a runner to alert the rest of the horde, period. Once the horde is alerted, usually 10 to 15% of the horde will come to support the inner guard, while the rest remain in the brooding chamber to protect their captives, period. In case of larger complex facilities such as castles, comma, there are inner guards spaced out throughout the facility to protect all main entrances, period. In addition to this, they also have basic patrols. Comma, and they will always scream or do basic alerts to try to get the rest of the horde aware of intruders, period. So what all would you guys like to see in the monster manual? Ugh. Because right now we got like goblins, and I'm thinking about inputting a Strieger goblin here, but at the same time I'm like, I don't necessarily know that that's a good addition for the basic monster manual, if that makes sense to y'all. So, let me see. Uh, oh, somebody replied to a tick tick. Wow. I've always been curious how they make little things like that. Like a superscript of an O. Like, that's cool as hell. Comment. Yo, love this comment. Heart, heart. I think one of the most important things is like always being engaged in your community. Like, I don't see why there will be some creators who build these massive communities and never interact with anyone. Like, that is something I will never understand. Because, like, for me, interacting with the community is literally the best part. Like, talking to different people, learning, like, whoa, there's actually a few comments here. Nice. So, Car Guy, what is this? So I am currently building a monster manual that will be given away for free to basically everybody because we met a financial sub goal. Period. Because I make webcomics and manga based on my homebrew D&D campaigns. And this is something that the community was like, hey, if we hit this goal, can we get this? And I was like, absolutely. So right now I'm just laying out the basic information. So once I get everything set, I can go back and start doing, you know, all the beautification and stuff like that. So that's what I'm currently doing. And specifically, I'm working on the goblins tonight. And what I've done is I've gotten rid of traditional challenge ratings inside of this one. And instead, I'm doing combat style, which is basically telling the dungeon master how the goblins will act to ensure that it's a unique encounter. So let's see. So we got goblins. So we're gonna, the next one is going to be do goblin show mercy. General combat info. That's what they all say. Wow. What is going on right now? These guys are so dumb. Holy moly. Let's see. I always want to show ribbon. I don't even know why this changed. Like, I didn't click unshow. What? What's going on? Wow, Scorchy. Okay, nice to see you keep your word on things like that. Yeah, I think it is incredibly important to keep your word. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, when you build a community, like, you're going to set the standard of what you expect. So if you're going to ask something of them, then you need to make sure you deliver on everything. And, like, integrity is a huge thing for me. So if I'm going to tell somebody I'm going to do something, then I'm going to fucking follow through with it. Or if I can't, then I'm, you know, going to give as much notice as I can. So we've actually got a couple things in work right now. We got the mini monster manual, which I'm hoping to have done by the end of the month. I've got my part-time artist actually working on all the initial sketches. Because in addition to like all the, you know, the main images you're going to see of the creature, somebody in the server had an amazing idea. And the idea was, sometimes it's hard to conceptualize like how this creature attacks exactly. Like the gambler, like how does it actually attack a target from a distance? And basically what I'm doing is I'm going to have illustrations that for its different combat styles, I'm going to have an illustration attached to that move. So the DM can be like, oh, this is kind of like what it would look like. Just as like an extra little beef thing. So I got this in work. We also have the mating manual, which people have asked for. And the mating manual is basically a setting guide that tells people how the different races of my world if they want to add them into their campaigns and settings, how their relationships are viewed from a cultural standpoint. Are certain races compatible? What would dating be like? And then also, how they handle their sexual business. So it's got a little bit of everything in that one, which is what let's see. That is so weird that the thing disappears. And then another thing we got in work is, well, it's more of a challenge that I feel confident that we're not going to have to do, is I told the server, if we can make $1,000 in subs before the end of the month, me and most of the mods in the Discord would buy like this sexy Santa helper outfit, and all of December, all my TikToks, I'm going to have to wear that. So I'm interested to see if they're going to back anything up. So let's see. What is this? Top viewers, settings. Interesting. I wish there was a way like you could actually invite people, like do dual streams and stuff like that, but I don't necessarily think I can see that here. So general info. Goblins are extremely brutal creatures. Period. Yo, Deadmaster, I appreciate the fire. So I have been working on the webcomics and manga for 2 years. I've been working on this manual for maybe a few days. Yes, I'm here. Wow, what's up? Oh yeah, I just muted myself in the Discord, so I'm basically not spouting a bunch of stuff and talking over your conversations. That's all. Oh, okay. I doubt that too. So, Car Guy asked the question, how long have I been working on this? Because it sounds like a long task. And Deadmaster says, goblins are my short stacked queens. Oh, I hope no one tells him like what the actual goblins are in this world. Oh, he would hate the elves and the orcs for what they did. So yeah, 2 years in the mangas, a couple days on the mini monster manual, because it got funded literally like 2 days ago, because that's when we crossed the $500 in sub goal. So that's when we started it, and this is the progress we got so far. I've started building out the schedule for the art, and my projections are to hopefully have this thing done by the start of December, and available to everybody. They are not. The orcs are, I mean, I'm not going to say which race is the best, because, that's biasness as a creator, but I don't think Deadmaster would agree that orcs are the best. So Chorus Mannequins ask, what happens if you eat a god? Do you become a god or become some sort of race like God Devour? Is it? So the short answer to this is no one really knows. No one has killed a god except for the rumored chicken god. Like, there was a rumor that a chicken killed Desolation's demigod son. But once again, that's a rumor. No one's ever confirmed it. No one's ever seen the chicken god. And people, quote unquote, claim to see the chicken priest walking around, but there's no confirmed case of it. It's basically a dude in a fucking chicken outfit that people have allegedly seen. No one knows. And I swear, if anyone in the Discord asks me this fucking question again, I am going to pop a valve. Because I get this question at least once a week from one of y'all after I have answered the question in the call. Hush. It's general. And Car Guy, the name of the manga is Devil's Deal and Night of Slaughter. Those are the two that we have out now. And you can actually see them, link in the bio. And the next question was, what is the chicken god? So this might answer your question, Hush. So basically, Desolation had a child, and one of his divine animals was a chicken. Like that was the animal that he preferred. And yes, they do have divine animals. And basically he loved to just let his chickens in his like little hangout spot, and he put his son down one day, because I mean, no one's really going to hurt the fucking kids. So he thought, and supposedly one of the chickens went over and just started pecking the kid to death. And supposedly whenever Desolation came back, his son was dead and one of his chickens was missing. And there supposedly is a chicken god. No one knows what the motherfucker looks like. He could be a golden chicken. He could just be a regular ass chicken in some dude's farm right now. So hold up real quick. We got a question. Dead Master, Remonster, and your take on goblins have fueled my belief in them. Oh God. I don't know if that's a good thing. Is that a good thing? I mean, I mean, I think you'd have an easier time having sex with goblins in literally any other setting other than mine. And Dead Master, before you ask, I cannot go into detail about it because TikTok will probably ban me again. So if you want, head over to Discord. I'm more than happy to answer that question there. And I actually have lore posts about it as well, so you can read it there. And yeah, Car Guy, it's heavily implied. And I mean, you can ask the guys in the Discord like about the wall break. The wall break is probably like the most horrific things like goblins really do, or like the treatment of goblins. So they're the best. Yeah, they're the sample of war crimes. So goblins are extremely brutal creatures. Whenever they down a target, if it is a male, regardless of the race, they will usually kill the target in the middle of combat to ensure it does not get up again, period. But if it is a female, they will do their best to capture the female alive so that it can be taken back to their lair, period. What's up? I don't know where Jelly went, honestly. Okay, so let's see, the common goblin combat info. So we talked about, they basically coup de grace, because I know a lot of DMs like the goblins are too stupid. They wouldn't keep the grace, like for all they know, they're dead. And then when the motherfucker gets up again and then goes back down, why would the goblin not coup de grace? The motherfucker literally just stood up again. Our goblin. Exactly. You got to make sure it's dead. And Car Guy says, are the goblins strong relatively? So this kind of goes back to the video that I just did today, answering, are goblins strong? And against an average person, like take a normal ass New York. Yeah, let's take Bob the farmer, who's never fought a battle in his life, who's never really trained. He does some push-ups, does some light jogging. If he runs into a goblin, he's probably going to get his ass killed, because goblins... So it's not necessarily medieval. It depends on where you are. But a goblin will have more combat experience than a farmer will. And combat experience will take him a lot further in that combat situation than a farmer's sheer strength. So usually a goblin will win alone against an average person. But against a guard, probably not. Like, No, against a guard, against a farmer who used to be a guard. Hell no, because you know he's got 20 levels in commoner. So yeah, exactly, Hush. But back to the goblin question. If you do like martial arts training, like you're just an average martial arts person, you want some self-defense, you might be able to go one-on-one with a goblin, but their true strength lays in their numbers. And even if it's just 2 or 3 goblins, they're ambushers. They're not just gonna roll up on your place and just start screaming like ah and do that. Like nah. They're actually gonna look at you from a distance, be like, huh, okay, and they're gonna post the fuck up, unless they're in a hurry. Yeah, they're not just gonna roll up unless they're in a hurry, and then they just might gank your ass. But yeah, so I would say relatively to the average person, goblins are a big threat. And to Mannequin, so what is the Lost Forest? Where do you see Lost Forest? Have I said Lost Forest? Did you put that comment in there? Are you the Lost Mannequin, Hush? I feel like you're lying to me. Yo, Dead Monster, thank you for the 3 tiny dinies. It's a little dinosaur. Okay, I'm gonna look in DMs for you, Hush. Your thoughts and maybe need more content. So, I have a name for her. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you are Mannequin, you piece of shit. Yeah. So we're not going to talk about the Lost Forest because we're talking about the goblins today. Yeah, like what? So basically, I will humor you. So Car Guy, Dead Master. So you guys get context since Mannequin's begging me in the Discord to talk about the Lost Forest. The short and sweet of it is he is a diamond tier subscriber, which means you get to insert a character into the canon lore. And at that point, we start working together to see where your character is, what they do. So I can hopefully utilize them later in the actual webcomics, mangas, and server events. So your character can get some use. You can see your character in the story to some capacity. And he wanted to be the target of one of my videos that I did today about making life hard on yourself. And basically I got this, bro. I got this. Trust me, homie. So basically what he wanted to be is a changeling with giant tinnitus, explosive blood, and mutagen blood. And in order to not get his character shanked immediately or recaptured and used as a testing product, he is in this place between the Elden Woods and the Chaos Plains. It's just a small piece of land that basically has a fog around it where it turns people around. It's like the Lost Fog. And he goes out and kidnaps children from their homes and on the streets and takes them back to this to his forest where he raises them and teaches them basic skills. So, Dead Master, to answer your question, how do we get in that? It's basically just go to the link in my bio, go to the guild, and then go to the diamond tier, and then basically jump in the Discord and we can start talking and stuff like that. But please, dear God, make my life easy. If you're going to do that, whenever you join the site where you can read the mangas and webcomics for free, please put your Discord ID in. It is so difficult to track people down and wait for emails. Be like, hey, what's your Discord? And how do I get to be a clever goblin? So my question to you is, Dead Man, are you talking about a classic goblin or are you talking about a Striga goblin or Striga goblin? And Striga goblins, I've done some videos on them. Basically, they are smarter goblins that have the ability to command, to a certain degree, the other goblins to kind of organize them a bit. The alchemist goblin is how you actually start to get a full horde together. They're the foundation where they can basically have knowledge of how to mix all the different potions and stuff together to make their how can I say this, not get banned off TikTok, their Jesus juice potent. Let's put it that way. Make the Jesus juice potent again so they can start basically making brood women. So car guy, how far along is the tech weapons in the storyline? Oh man, I was just about to get to your question. Super quick, it depends on the area. Different places have different technology areas. I'm done rambling. Yeah, exactly. Some places still have bows and arrows. Some places use rudimentary firearms. Some people use magic heavy. Some people have lightsabers. Well, plasma swords. Hold on. Let me read and catch up. I gotta get all in this. So yeah, definitely read the webcomics and manga. That'll give you an idea of where the actual stories are taking place. And then you can just start. Oh, okay. That makes sense why you thought that. And so then basically just start looking through the videos, and then, or you can just start reading the lore things in the Discord. And then whenever you're ready, I mean, just interact. And by the way, we currently have one where it's, what is it? Oh, wow. It's just us now. Hell yeah. People jumped on out. Nice. So, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to go back to this. So, goblins are extremely brutal creatures. They, whenever gum fruit, whenever they down a target, why does it always go back to here? Holy piss. When they down a target, if it's male, regardless of the race, they will usually kill the target in the middle of combat to ensure it does not get up again. But if it's a female, they will do their best to capture the female alive so it can be taken back to their lair. They are not beyond mutilating their target to prevent them from struggling for recapture. Capture. Period. In the cases where they do keep men alive, they will take them back to their cave where they will be eaten, comma, a popular form of eating males is to boil them alive. Period. Okay, so what other general like info do you think is kind of important? General combat info. So like I kind of get like when's their like retreat point? Kind of quest, like, I mean that's kind of up to the adventurers. Like they'll usually just kind of conduct a raid, just get a bunch of adventurers and just fucking roll up in there. So that's how they'll usually do that. Let's see, general combat info. Weapons, bow, like we already talked about the weapons, bows. We already talked about their general tactics and stuff like that. They, in terms of like the way that they attack and stuff like that, they are kind of similar to Goblin Slayer. But as far as like their society and stuff like that, it's different. But I'm glad you did say Goblin Slayer because that reminds me.
Goblins will usually attack in the night unless there is a heavy guard presence that the scouts detect, in which case they have no issues attacking during the day, period. It usually requires 3 days for goblins to fully convert their sleep schedule for a raid, period. Okay, let's see. Oh, here, good one. Goblins do not discriminate amongst their own kind between men and women, comma. You will encounter both sexes in combat in each role, period. Well, let's see, what else? What else general combat information? Because we literally got like one full page of like info. I mean, if they don't know what it is, they think it's like food or something. Like if you had a bomb like within like a pig or something and pull it in, like yeah. Like that might work. Let's see. So that yeah, I mean, you can read up on it anytime that I'm pretty much in the Discord. Cause you know, your boy's got a lot of work to do. Like, what do you mean? Use it? Uh, oh, okay. That is completely up to Czar. Or not Czar, Zero. But if you're in that region, you'll probably know the basics about goblins. So, what were you saying, Czar? Wow, that was quick. You forgot quick as hell. So, all right, let's get on to the stat block, baby. Okay, so goblins, obviously they're not that fucking strong, but they're stronger than a normal person. So we're gonna give them a 12 strength. We're going to actually give them a 14 dex, a 12 con, an 8 intelligence, a 14 wisdom, and a 6 charisma. And can you guys guess the logic behind why those stats are the way they are? Actually, I'm gonna give him wisdom of 12. I think because I gotta beef up the streakers. So yeah, you're on the right track, Prime. Because one, they're stronger than the normal person. They got more constitution because they constantly live outside. Yo, appreciate the sub store. They're not good at communication, and depending if you have a goblin kink or not, will dictate that charisma. They're not super intelligent. They don't know how to read. They don't know how to form complex tactics and societies. They can't form those, but they're quick as hell. They're strong and they're hardy. Let's see. Yeah. What? Oh, okay. Sure. So. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm going to say that a goblin will have 12 health. Yeah, I'm going to say that goblins are going to have 12 health. It's going to be a single D8. And they're going to have a 12 armor class. Yo, dead man sending gift after gift. Actually, I don't even know what these are. I've actually never looked at the TikTok thing like this. So base speed 30. Goblins don't have any fly speed. I think we got problems if that's the case. They just like actually tape wings to their fucking arms and just fucking start flapping. They got night vision up to 60 feet. They got a passive perception. What is that? Fucking 10 plus wisdom, right? How are your dice rolls based on? So what do you mean by dice rolls? And by the way, if y'all got anything, y'all can talk to. Oh shit. I totally forgot the type. They are I'm gonna say the chaos planes in general. Chaos planes is usually where they're at. Yes. Is there an upgrade for the guild? Oh. So basically what you'll do is you'll cancel one and then you'll join the other. Yeah. What? Yeah. So, but that requires a lot more tracking on my end. And then you have no reason to go up to diamond gold. The big perk that you get for ruby gold is NSFW content. That's the big thing with that one. So, and it would be quicker to just go diamond and then go back down to ruby gold. Yeah. No. So you're not the only person to ask it. So for clarification, diamond. Once you get your OC's in the story until they die. And even then, like if they did something notable or they had an impact on one of the stories, then that can still be a point of relevance. So no, you do not constantly have to be ruby gold to keep your character in the thing. No. Once you pay for it and it's in there, it's in there. I'm not gonna do that to somebody. So I want to make sure that people get their money's worth. So I'm gonna give the goblins a maul. Depends on the god. Yeah, glacewood tastes like mint. Glacewood. So what? I'm gonna say this is a savage. Yes, I have. What if you? So Deadmaster asks, "What if I just pay 200 outright instead of a sub?" So that is a wonderful question, and it has been asked before. But right now, unfortunately, the website is only capable of tracking that because it's not just the OC, it's the 4 months of full access to the Ruby Gold, to the polls, everything. And we don't have a way on the site to track consistency because it's 4 consistent months of Diamond. So, like, once we get more subs and more funds and stuff like that, I would love to hire a programmer to come in and basically revamp the site to do more of those back end things. But that's looking like I've talked to a couple people and they're wanting like 2-3 grand to redo the website. So your boy ain't that rich yet. So that's kind of where we're at with that one. I yes, we do have options to raise money. That's why I do the challenges, like the little extra challenges and stuff like that. Come on, you got this, Hush. Uh, It's just Jimmy Neutron. Do a brain blast. So sponsorships. I would love to do sponsorships, but we're not. The brand is not built up yet enough like that. And what I mean by that is that's why I am actually doing the YouTube channel, the murder mystery YouTube channel, is because it's still tied into my world. And once a YouTube channel gets big enough, it's not going to be a focus on this type of content, because a lot of brands would not necessarily want me to sponsor their stuff when I'm sitting here talking about how to fuck different fantasy creatures. So no, they're not knocking down my door. Raid is not knocking down my door yet. Well, I'm subbing. I need to be a goblins. Well, you can. Like that's perfectly fine. As long as you follow the constraints of the goblins, I don't give a shit. What? Bro, y'all do not need to do like I don't need y'all to go and do GoFundMe's and stuff like that. Like, if y'all really want to support, like, just join the guild. We're saving up money for it. You can go buy merch off the website. You tell your friends and stuff like that. Like don't do illegal shit. This is Dark telling you don't do illegal shit. I am not telling you to do that. Nah. I'm not getting hung up like that. Yes. Bro, if Raid Shadow Legends wanted to put my characters in their game, what the fuck? Jesus. So I would want royalties. I would want royalties off every purchase of my piece of content. I want a cut of that money. I don't even want a flat out payment. I know how big Raid Shadow Legends is. Give me some fucking things. Nah, Dark. Cap. Deadmaster was like, yo, nah, Dark said do illegal shit. Understood. That is fucking cap. And this chat's automatically recorded, so you ain't hanging your boy up like that. Yeah. And y'all better not try to hem me up like that. That'd be fucked up. I'm just saying. Yo, what are you doing, Prime? Don't be saying no dumb shit. Yo. I mean, if he does it, I mean, that's on him, you know. I read in between the lines. It's okay. You're not reading them well. You know, thank you, Prime. I appreciate you coming in clutch in the chat to support me like that. Goblins. Savage is a goblin use of any part of their body to attack. They will scratch, bite, punch, and kick to damage their foe. Okay, so all these follow the attack. So they get Dex is a +2. Proficiency would probably be a 1. So it's an attack +3. I feel bad for Farmer Jim absolutely getting fucking liquefied. And it's gonna do oh my god. Dude.
dude, dude, you know, yeah, oh my god, you know what would be great? Like, if we get the full monster manual funded, I have an idea. Have every creature compared to Farmer Jim. Like, Farmer Jim is the standard. Just Farmer Jim. Maybe if we get a special edition. He told me to go accept all next year and don't pay got it. That is not what I said. That is, yo, your boy, yo, Prime, you need to educate your boy on how to fucking read between lines, because he's not doing well right now. He's struggling bad. So 1d6 plus 1. So the nice thing is a goblin isn't gonna one tap you in most cases. But oh yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna do. It's going to slowly chip you down. Oh fuck. Let's see. Dude, I can't control what the TikTok chat does, okay? Let's get that mixed up. I don't know why. So let's see. Goblins have 2 can perform 2 savage. Yeah. I mean, it's been a hot minute, but yeah, in the last 2 months, like, I've kind of done well. Goblins can perform 2 savages each turn. Go watch the TikTok video on it. I have done one, actually. Look, I'm getting fucking gifts out the wazoo. Bro, Prime, I already know your shit. Don't worry about it, man. Do it when you got it. I'm not in any rush. Just spread the word. Just spread the fucking word. That's all we need right now. Not to commit tax evasion. Spread the word about the guild, the webcomics, all that. Not about how to commit tax evasion. Dark does not support tax evasion. Whatever you do is on you, boo boo. Zero. I don't support tax evasion. You do not fuck with the IRS. So let's see. Dude. Scat Pack. Oh yes, Scat Pack. Scat Pack. Goblins can use their scat. Can use their to intoxicate. What? Yes, hush. I'm gonna let some. Well, I mean, it literally depends. So the question in the Discord is, how advanced is my world? And it truly does depend on the world, on the place. Like, I don't use it as a scapegoat. Jesus Christ, that's a big question. That's a loaded question. Holy fuck. So that is, I will answer that question another time, because I don't want to sit here and just take up the entire chat going region by region. Yes. Yeah. See, they get it. Like they're not trying to fuck me with these big ass questions. So on average, I would say um a low steampunk magic. Low steampunk magic is probably what I'd put it, because all your outskirts are usually low tech, like early industrial. Yes. Early industrial. Let's go. Okay, so scat pack. Goblins can use their scat to is depends, honestly. Everyone has the potential to use magic, but not a lot of people can use it. So magic is extremely hard to learn. It has over a 50% death rate if you're trying to learn it. So goblins can use their scat to intoxicate users, targets. Goblins can use it to intoxicate targets. That, let's see. They'll, so it, yes, I would say on general it is low magic, but in some locations it can be high magic. No. Yeah, don't commit tax evasion. That's the lesson. Like, if there's nothing else I want y'all to fucking take from this stream, it is do not commit tax evasion. And okay, goblins, they can apply scat to their hands or throw it. Or throw it. They can apply scat to their hands, and on a hit, target must make a con DC 10 save. DC 10 or B, or all attacks crit range, or all attacks. Oh god, target must make a DC or all attacks. Why am I having such a word? On him, or all attacks on target has crit range lowered by 1. Thank you. Oh, so he's in the military too. Nice. What branch, brother? I was in the Corps. Well, I was in the only branch that really does any work, the Air Force, the smart branch. What? I don't give a fuck. You can call me a chair sitter all damn day. But you know what? My quality of life is better than everyone else's except for the Coast Guard. Yeah. I know you didn't say that. I did say that. I mean, it's a hard fact. Like, we got Air Force, we got Army, we got Navy in here. I don't think we have Coast Guard, and I don't think we have Space Force and Marines. Space Force does exist. Okay, so the Scat Pack. Goblins can use their scat to intoxicate targets. They can apply scat to their hands, and on a hit, target must make a con DC 10, or all attacks on target has crit range lowered by 1. At the beginning. I'm not saying if they do or they don't, but you can interpret however you want. So repeat save at the beginning of each round. At the beginning of each round. Dude, goblins will fuck you up. Wait, why are you terrified of 0? Oh God, what is he doing now? Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'm telling you, like the worst thing you can do. Like I'm a DM. Like I used to be a DM, and the worst fucking thing that you could do is give me ideas. And Dead Man says the ones that get paid more just for being on the same base I was on. Yeah, you're welcome. So, you get what I'm saying, guys. So we got the Scat Pack settled. So let's see what other ability. Let's see. Boo. I'm gonna call this attack for now Boo. If a target has 3 or more goblins within 5 feet, they must make a will DC. Oh fuck! A will DC save of 8, or be frightened. Frightened for 1 round. So roll to not just kill yourself because you're so scared. Let's see, what other thing would they have? Damn. What would they have? They can obviously have any fucking weapon they want. So, but I'm not gonna put that in there. Let's see. So they got Scat Pack, Boo. Oh, Quick Feet. Quick Feet. Oh, dude, this ability alone is about to fuck people up, and I'm excited about it. If a target is surrounded by 5 or more goblins within, I don't want to say that. If the target has 5 or more goblins within 5 feet, the goblins can switch positions with another goblin within 5 feet, provoking or not provoking an attack of opportunity. Well, like, how bad do you think that ability sounds? I just want y'all to think about that for a minute. It's not that bad. Like, that is such a blistering fuck you ability. because you have so many goblins around you moving in a sea. It's hard to keep track of who's doing what. And let's say you've got a goblin you've almost got down. He's like got 1 hit point. His turn. Whoop! Swap. Now you have a goblin with fresh health, and the goblin you were just fucking with is now out of range, and he can now fucking use a ranged weapon on you. No, they can choose how they want to. Oh fuck, I got to adjust the combat style for them. Oh, yeah. So the I'm glad you bring this up, Jelly. So the reason, like, these abilities can be absolutely fucking devastating, but that's why I am giving combat styles, so the GM can pick whatever style is appropriate um for his party, because they come at different levels. And I might redo part of this to include, like, no, go ahead. That's all I had. Okay, that is a wonderful question. So the standard goblin, they they have a fixed mindset. They're savages. They cannot learn languages. They cannot really commune with other, creatures. They're running off instinct effectively. Now, Striga goblins, they have higher intelligence. They can learn language. They can form basic primitive societies. And the higher tier Striga it is, the more they can accomplish. And Curse Mannequin says, "Have you ever heard of the concept that gravity is a harness? It keeps you grounded." So kinda. Ah, what? That's weird. That is a weird comparison to make. Uh, hide. I'm gonna give him a hide, and that's gonna be a plus. So +2, they're gonna get a racial bonus for it. So that's gonna be a +4 to their hide. Was it hide or sneak in 5e? I forgot. That's what okay, I'm gonna give him +4 stuff. Okay, so I think that is the basics for the alpha done. I think we got a good job. Well, we basically got the fundamentals of the goblins down. They got a couple more paragraphs because the goblins are probably one of the most complex to run because of how versatile they can be. Like, so what is my worst race that I have in this game? Oh god. If they are not ready, Kranos will absolutely tank a party. Like, a single Kranos will fuck an entire party if they are not ready. Uh Kranos is, I'm glad you asked, so I will provide thine answer. Let me just switch my source real quick. That, well, what can I say? That's what I do. Daddy Dark is here to impress with the knowledge. And what, y'all gave me that name. Dude, I'm thank you. So let me go here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one because this is all I need. So we're gonna look at Night of Slaughter. Where the fuck is it? Where is Night of Slaughter? Thank you. Pull up, please. Okay. I'm out of my 4 monitors. Where the fuck is it at? Oh, there we go. Holy fuck. So the question was, what is the worst race? And the answer, in my opinion, is Kranos, because if you look here in chapter 1, the guy Sir Turner is fighting is a Kranos. That Cyclops looking Lovecraft motherfucker, that is a Kranos. And they're the ones that killed Mother of the Dwarves. And they did this because they are absolutely fucking ludicrous in their intelligence, their abilities, because they're incredibly psionic creatures. So sneaking up on one is incredibly fucking hard unless you have an ability to kind of mask your brain waves, essentially, like some of the other races in the network have evolved to do. And they can have classes. Like, they're not just a race that's just going to sit here and fucking punch you in the mouth with their racial abilities. No, they're going to have class levels assigned to them. Yeah, they could be a cleric. A cleric that has mental attacks, knows where you're at, and knows advanced tactics. A monk would just be about as terrifying as any of the others. Actually, you know what? I think a monk and barbarian probably be one of the worst things you could fucking run into, because their mental abilities are going to substitute some of their other abilities to give them more of a spellcaster vibe. So they've already got that going for them. But here's the thing. Okay, we don't have stunning strike in this world, but we have something similar that can kind of throw you off your game. And if they hit you with that little pike that comes out of their fucking mouth, like this thing, it's designed to crush your skull and suck out your brain. So you get stunned, it grabs you, and it's over. Yes. Tentatively, I'm going to say yes. That is dumb as shit. Nope. Jesus Christ. No, sorry. Your intelligence, you just rolled a 1 on that int save, bro. That's not how physics work. That's not how buoyancy operates. Yeah. If you're so stupid, guess what? You'll never think you're wrong. Probably not.